So, introducing our players. In the upper left, we have our Terran legend. He only needs to win one of the next 2 games. Can he do it? He is.
Master, Azubu SuperNova.
You think he'll command center first at all in the series now after that?
We'll see. In the bottom right, there's no more room for mistakes now. He is.
Grandmaster, Woongjin Star Soulkey.
Well, looks like we're going to have a drone scout once again. Different type of drone scout, though.
This one actually there to scout.
Yes.
Unlike the last one.
Okay, see how he kept his SCV there that time? He didn't do that last time, so I think he was planning on command center first, then changed his mind split second.
Well,
He got chills on the back of his neck.
I think he's saying
His elaborate set of mirrors in the OGN studio let him see that 6 was coming.
You know, it's funny. It's one of those situations where if you're SuperNova and you probably see the guy 6 blue and you hold it off, you're like, what is going on? Either A, he doesn't respect me as a player, or B, he really respects me as a player.
Yeah.
You know?
One or the other. Well, you know, SuperNova is not someone that's hard to respect as a player. He's extremely good.
Very good.
He's always been saying
all the players always say that he's, like, surprisingly good.
You know what? He played a lot of TVP this season, but he kept saying his TVZ was the best. We just didn't get to see much of it. We saw a couple games against Congo that weren't really the best games from either side, in my opinion, but I guess he hasn't really shown yet exactly what his TVZ is, but this game I think there's a very good chance, especially because he's opening Reaper, which is less popular nowadays.
He might know something that we don't. Occasionally you see this, and a lot of times the pro gamers are more privy to this than anybody else because they're actually playing against us being like, yeah, this guy does this weird thing, I can't stop it.
Yeah.
Hey, I know he's not in tournaments right now. I don't know if it's good. I don't know if he's doing the game, he's playing the game wrong, and I don't understand how to deal with it or what. And then all of a sudden, something gets popularized. And we've even seen this back even in the days of Brood War, where, you know, some guy that you train against with is doing this build, and, you know, it's good, and then 2 months later you see it, you know, in the StarLeague.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah. That absolutely does happen. And, you know, as far as Reaper openings go, in my mind, it's like you do a Reaper opening if you feel like you're better than your opponent or you think they're going to cheese you or something like that, because it gives the best intel of any opener. it's superb in that way, but you're going to fall behind economically a little bit.
It's an all-around good opener for intel, for harass.
Jeez, he got it! I can't believe he got that drone. This Reaper's already very good.
SuperNova!
SuperNova! Oh. Well, you know what? This Reaper's done a great job so far. The second one is out, but he's just chilling across the map. He's guarding the ramp area. We do have a factor on the way, and we'll probably see... Oh, you know what? Actually, no, he added a second gas already, so I guess we're going to see a starport. I thought we'd see probably a third command center after the fact, but it doesn't look like it.
All right, so Link Speed is now coming in here, and again, the only thing this Reaper is here for now is just to check, make sure... Well, that one back there is actually make sure nothing gets inside the base that's ground unit. The one outside Soulkey's base is there to just check and see if for any other scouting you can do on the edges of the base.
Exactly, and he actually brings it back now, or brings down the other Reaper, which was on, you know, Royal Palace guard duty, just kind of standing there in his funny hat. But now he's coming down for the attack. And no, he turns back around. Never mind. Well, you know what? Oh, okay. Well, anyways, that's the right timing to turn around anyways.
He did not see the tech lab. Or did he? I was actually drinking water. I caught the tail end of that. Okay, wow. He did not. No.
Yeah, so there's two things he can think. Widow Mine drop or there's a tech lab there.
Yeah.
Because otherwise that would have probably been floated onto the reactor.
That's a big difference.
That's a big difference.
There's still a lot of ambiguity despite the fact that he only saw the factory.
Yeah. And the funny thing is it's actually Blue Flame. So
yeah.
I would say there's a good chance of mech coming into play here.
That would be really cool to see.
I mean, if you're going to go Blue Flame, I guess it absolutely can just be Hellbat drops. But
if it is mech, it's actually super smart because he did scout. Oh my god, he's getting a third command center on the low ground.
Wow.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So it looks like it's going to be Hellbat drops. Just kind of a funny build order for it. I haven't seen this exact one yet. SuperNova has been one of the guys that has still been making Hellbats just about every single game, despite the slight nerf to him. And, you know, this definitely could catch Soulkey a bit off guard. And with that siege tank that he squeezed out...
He sees it.
Ah, okay. That's quite useful, I would say. That's a good scout. That Overlord did his job very well.
It's an Overlord medal.
He's going to get a bonus at the end of the year. It's like, you know what?
Your bonus is going to be a new car. He's like, I can fly. So, what's funny about this is that the command center here is going to finish around the same time as the third hatch. Well, I guess the third hatch just now finished, but
close enough.
Yeah, I'm so surprised, not that it was the third command center, guys, but that he made it on the low ground. Like, if he gets attacked, especially against somebody like Soulkey, and loses this...
It's true. Looks like the siege.
Oh, I actually got confused for a second. I'm like, did that Zergling just blow up? I was like, what?
It's a new type of Baneling. It looks exactly like a Zergling.
So,
wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, right. You just don't know. You're like, I don't need to split here, and everything dies. And you're like,
oh.
All right, so the roaches are now going to come down here.
The next time you do split, the things just surround you. You're like, oh. Boo for surface area. All right, so the siege tank actually doing a great job. This is kind of like a well put together build by SuperNova, where
it's really taking advantage of the architecture of the map.
Yeah,
and then what he can cover with what and where.
And the build time for the Blue Flame upgrade allowed him to get that one siege tank out to help this build be more strong against what it's weaker against, which is a roach attack.
Yep.
So really nice play. We'll see what he can get done with this Blue Flame though.
All right, he's dropping in over here. And now he's going to go ahead and just roast the rest of these roaches. But again, the goal here is to kill drones, not anything else.
Roast those roaches.
Roast those roaches. It's a StarCraft tongue twister.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Now we have, it's like next on GOMTV, StarCraft onomatopoeias. Like
it's so funny. All right, well, it is going to be mech play here coming in from SuperNova. Some more factories being added, and I think that this is likely to be a style against which Soulkey has prepared less.
Yeah.
So
Soulkey might be totally blindsided by this.
He could be, but I really love that he just started the drop upgrade. I think he pretty much is figuring this out, because if you get drops, it's going to do well.
And drops are like the thing to do against mech.
Yeah.
So that they can't leave, they can't harass you.
And so, you know what? Everything's still looking okay for him. He's not down and out yet. For SuperNova, though, having such a quick third base up and keeping Soulkey so busy, I do have to say I prefer his position.
All right, nice job here, taking out a good amount of drones, and actually sending those drones back a little bit too soon, cleaning that up. Thanks to that spore crawler there, SuperNova wasn't able to pick up and harass any further. Yeah. And now you can see, and I love this, he's sending a Viking out at the upper right side of the map. He's going to pick off every single Overlord so that his drops are going to be that much more effective. Because Zerg is not focused on air right now. He's making a ton of roaches. In fact, he's making 18 roaches.
And in fact, he's getting ready for a drop. And he already has Overlord speed, which his Viking's going to find out. And that's going to put SuperNova on the defensive for drops. He's going to know that, hey, drops, they're good against mech. Since the beginning of time.
You know what's funny is as long as he's watching that Viking when it starts to hit those Overlords and he sees how fast the Overlords run away, he should be privy to what's happening.
Still doing some Hellbat drops, not really losing medevacs too much, so that's good. As long as you're not losing your medevacs, it doesn't really matter that you lose. They almost cost as much mining time as they actually cost to build. So definitely pretty nice. He's actually killed 14 drones so far.
Here's something important to note. If this Soulkey drop doesn't do like terrible damage, like Dustin Browder damage, then Soulkey is in a lot of trouble.
To the rocks or not to the rocks?
Huh? What?
Never mind.
What?
Now, he's actually mixing a lot of Banelings with it, because what's good against drops just straight up is Hellbats, because you drop
of course, you're dropping them in this clump. So the Banelings will insta-kill everything. Now, you got to make sure that the Banelings are actually dropping first. There's a lot of execution involved here.
Certainly. I'm actually really excited to see how this goes, because I never see people add those Banelings into the drop against mech. But I think it's a fantastic choice. He can actually drop on the arm.
But if it doesn't work again, this is a huge investment that did not pay off.
You know what? He's trying to lure down the Hellbats so he can actually just run the Banelings into them at this point. And
nice evacuation here.
Oh, yeah. Very good.
I love the scouting barracks here in the middle of the map.
Oh, and the Viking sees what's going on, Tastes. I think he's seen the Banelings. He knows. Of course, one Viking not going to kill these Overlords.
I'll hold the drop off, says the Viking.
Well, he's doing an okay job right now. The Overlord's actually being split up a little bit, so they may come in from multiple angles. to try to make sure they hit whatever they want. And in fact, he might try to hit SCVs at the same time as well, but I feel like if he goes for SCVs and Army, that's potential for things to go wrong.
Got to agree with that. He's got to do one or the other. Now let's see. It looks like he's going to try to drop in over here.
Oh boy.
He needs to move his SCVs.
And he does end up moving them. Drops a lot of these Banelings out. A pretty good job so far. Not really losing too much
Heading
himself.
towards the main now. The SCVs are going to need to be pulled again.
Ooh, look at SuperNova. He's
my
so on top
God.
of this.
SuperNova, again, all he has to do is hold this drop and not take too much damage. And again, the anti-air is starting to get pretty heavy here, so he has to start unloading these. And the worst place to drop them is actually on the Hellbats.
He does some good damage to those Hellbats.
This is a really failed drop.
Let's see how much he ended up killing. You know what? He got 20 SCVs during all that, and he killed a lot of Hellbats. But you know, it was very expensive. He still has a little bit of a drop going on here, and a
few
little
more
more
SCVs. What do you get? 3 more?
23. Now he's up to 23 kills. He's still only on 3 bases
drones there
himself,
for some
though.
reason. We'll never know why.
He has brought the Terran had to lift off his 3rd base, and he did bring the SCV count down to 45. So there were some good things about it, but
you know, one of the things that hinges on a drop success is the element of surprise.
that's true. If you know a drop is coming, you should be able to slaughter it.
Yeah. It's not standard in the sense that it's standard on how to handle mech, but it's not standard if you know it's coming way ahead for it to work off.
Do you know what? This is actually really interesting. Right now, as far as army goes, there's only 2 Thors in this army. He's making a Spire. It's about to finish. If he slows it down with all the units
Well, look at how much gas he's got, actually.
Yeah, if he makes like
17 mutas, basically.
Yeah, exactly. 13 going to production immediately. He's a little bit shy on the minerals. There we go. 17 being made.
Now,
all he needs to do is slow this, and he can. 18 mutas will kill those 2 Thors.
Absolutely, and actually that might completely turn this game upside down.
Yeah, it could, but there might be a lot of damage done before then.
That's very true as well.
This is getting a little bit stressful.
Attacking here with those roaches. Well, this is going to be really interesting. The mutas are all hatching right now.
All right, he has to get over there, magic box those Thors immediately, and that should allow him to kill the rest of the army off. Right now, no anti-air being made by SuperNova right now.
He's going to continue to push forward here with these Hellbats, and that's exactly why I love this shot right here. You can see he's going to use these mutas here to just take out these tanks, which are immobile right now.
Oh man, you know what? The Thors have done a good job with 3 Marines there being healed by medevacs as well. It really slowed them down. The Hellbats trying to push forward and get some more damage done before the mutas clear everything.
Now, is he going to actually be able to get out of here with the siege tanks? That's what I want to know.
He's getting away with some, it looks like. He actually used his medevacs, I believe, to pick up a
really
lot
smart
of them. So he's still okay. And now there's a lot of, as of yet, unupgraded mutas going against a bunch of +2 Thors that are popping out. So suddenly a big chunk of his army is going to be a lot harder to use.
All right, the mutas now take out that barracks. And it looks like map control now going to go here to Soulkey. He's probably going to hit the 3rd base first. That's the safest thing to do. And this will force a lift, which is, again, starting to get very annoying here for SuperNova.
Yeah, he went for a quick, really quick 3-base economy build, but for most of the game, he's basically been on 2 bases.
All right, so again, Soulkey now being very careful. What are the upgrades on air and ground right now, Artosis, for everything?
Well, right now it's just +2 attack for the mech player, whereas we have 1/1/1 on ground units and +1 carapace on the mutas for Zerg. But you know what? Zerg has gone up to a couple more bases. The thing is, there's drops happening at both bases right now. Both of his new ones, Hellbat drops.
Oh yeah, actually a Hellbat drop over there. Okay, really nice.
Yeah, he killed all the drones at basically the 5th and at least evacuated the 4th as well. So
in fact, it looks like the full drone count is now going to be, well, 80 to 62 here.
Yeah, he's keeping up on it, but killed about 10, 12 workers during these little drops.
Meanwhile, again, oddly enough, Terran always in the lead in supply this game. Looks like he's ready for another attack.
This is going to be a hard one to stop.
You know, Thors are not great against mutas, but when you get enough of them, it's fine.
Yeah, once you hit 3-4 Thors with +2 attack, and he has 4 with 2 more on the way, these mutas will evaporate. So I don't think the mutas are even going to be part of the battle, to be honest. I think he's actually just going to go
I think you're right. I think he counterattacks here into the main.
Kill reinforcements or SCVs or something.
By time, anything.
Yeah.
But I think SuperNova is wise enough to just say, no, I need to continue to attack forward here. What you sometimes want to do in moments like this is right before the Thor pops out, you surround it with like all your SCVs in your base and just start repairing it.
Yeah. You know what? This is kind of turning into a little bit of a base trade here.
It is, absolutely.
As funny as that is, but the thing is the base trade is going to greatly favor SuperNova because his army is so much better. But this is a very mobile army for Soulkey. Huh.
Well, you know, the end of the day, it's the fact that Terran buildings can fly. And although mutas can chase them down,
Mutas fly also tasteless.
I was going to say, as long as although mutas fly, there's a lot. There's too many buildings for them to kill before they would be under protection from the Thors. So we'll see. Supplies are virtually even here. It looks like SuperNova now tearing up the inside of Soulkey's base.
Such a scary army, but you know what? If he can get away with enough units, he's spread out enough.
How many? What is the worker count now? Hold on. It's 25 drones to 46 SCVs.
The thing is, no one's really mining.
That's true.
You kind of get what you see here for both sides. Soulkey's still making a little bit more.
You know, the problem here is that Terran's, it just has this death ball that no matter what, if you have to engage it, and ultimately that will happen, especially in a base trade like this, you will lose.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. In a straight-up fight, when he's sieged up and stuff, he should end up winning the fight. But
one bet is that if he, because it's mech, right, and you have to repair that, which costs money, he could try to damage a Thor here, damage a Thor there, keep running away, let the mutas heal. But again, the Terran will continue to move around the map, stamping out every single expansion.
You know what? I think Soulkey's got this. Okay, if we look at these unit counts, he's got 4 Hydras, 26 Roaches, 21 Lings, and 19 mutas. This is all against a couple Medivacs with 4 Thors, 14 Hellbats, and 9 Siege
Well,
ships.
actually, beyond that, where's the structure that actually is protected by SuperNova? Because I don't see it.
He's just got some floating buildings right now.
So he just is going to get picked off.
I guess there is that. You know what? He might actually get eliminated before we even get to see these two armies fight, which actually kind of makes me sad.
Yeah, me too. Actually, well, he needs to like make.
He's only got
like,
geysers
right now,
and like 1 depot that's being killed by a single Ling. Wow, he's actually got 2 geysers right now, and he's not revealed. Oh wait, no, he started a new command center down near his army. Okay.
Looks like you want to wait until the last second, so that's out of vision. But I gotta say, you probably could predict that that's where that would happen. Let's see here. He doesn't have enough minerals for additional buildings. Oh,
did he see it? Oh, the mutas saw it.
He saw it.
Okay, he's just going to get eliminated. Wait, but Soulkey's almost eliminated. Oh my god, this is becoming crazy.
He needs to make another building. He needs to make a barracks or something. He made another one.
Oh. Okay. So.
But you know what? The mutas can actually just come in here and try to snipe this. Where are the Thors?
Oh my god, where are the
Thors?
Well, now he's going to lose such a big chunk of his army. SuperNova down to 89 supply.
The Thors are just going to push the mutas into where the command center is. Are you kidding me?
Wait, he has a depot somewhere. He's building a depot. Okay, it's... Well,
oh
the thing
my
is,
god.
you just right-click on that depot.
Yeah, exactly.
Sacrifice everything to kill that depot. Okay, SuperNova actually has a lot of minerals. He can build some more stuff. He's actually repairing right now. I feel like he needs to build a couple more buildings or something. But the thing is, he has to be mobile on the map because there's hatcheries being created. And Soulkey with his flying depots in the corners.
Now, okay.
Imagine if that was his last building.
I know, right? Well,
I think Soulkey's got it, man.
You know, it's okay, guys. This is like one of the funnest things to cast as a caster because
you're casting
it
just
is like a snowflake. Yeah, each one is different and beautiful.
Yeah, except sometimes snowflakes are the same. This is actually more different than snowflakes. Don't trick the viewers' tastes. That's an old wives' tale. Sometimes the snowflakes are the same.
So he's going to go ahead and drop over here. And he's going to clean up at least some of these drones. Yeah, I think you're right. Soulkey's got this.
Yeah.
Because here's the problem.
SuperNova has to move.
At the best, he could make a barracks.
Yes.
And then he could float that over his army and push.
You're right. That's the smartest thing he can do right now, would be to build a barracks.
This awesome game I'm seeing here.
Yeah, if he floated a barracks with his army, the mutas wouldn't kill that before they all died. So he could actually carry it with his army. But he's going for it, which means the mutas are going to fly around and try to kill over there. But there's hatcheries going up all over the map. He's going to start another depot. Yeah, you know what? He just didn't think of it because for sure the barracks is a better idea.
Yeah,
for sure it's a better idea.
Yeah. Oh man!
Now he's building one that's about to be taken out. There's about to be no GG.
I think we have
because,
GG, right?
Well, no GG because he's going to be eliminated.
Oh, he tried to make one at the last second. That was a nail biter. That was a crazy game.
But you know what? You completely nailed it. If he built a barracks, there's still a possibility for victory. But
Yeah, I think so.
That play, like, Soulkey knew, because he was already revealed. Anytime he starts a depot, Soulkey sees it. He just looks at the mini-map.
I think he actually could have won that if he had a barracks.
Maybe.
I think he could have won that.
Really great game. These games tonight are actually fantastic, guys. Make sure to tell your friends. If you don't have friends, just post it on the internet anonymously.
Yeah, if you don't have any friends, just graffiti it somewhere.
Well, you know,
I can't
you can
believe
make StarCraft friends.
Yeah, man. You're right there in the chat, right there.
Yeah.
Your esports friends. This has actually been such a cool series. This has actually been a great day, Artosis.
Yeah.
We've had incredible games.
I'm enjoying all the games so far, all 4. Swimmer's like,
I should have made a barracks.
Yeah, his coach probably just told him that. He's like, hey, you're Terran, right? He's like,
300 minutes.
oh, that means I have buildings that fly! Oh, I'm not Protoss. I don't just walk across the map building pylons trying to stay alive.
The next map, Star Station. This will be a tricky map for both players as far as controlling the 3rd base, and especially for Terran and Zerg with the 4th base.
Yes.
It is.
Yes, the 4th base probably going to be the point of contention here for these guys.
Should be.
Could be a very close match. Do you think we'll see Mech again?
No.
Yeah, I'm not feeling Mech here.
Not on this map.
No.
By the way, that was some of the best meching we've seen, TBZ.
It was really nice. Soulkey had some really good switches. He kind of pulled that out. Like, that was like tricks that he used to win that. He pulled out a game that I wasn't really expecting him to win.
I just can't believe he didn't make that barracks, man.
I would have loved to see what happens if he builds a barracks.
Because then Soulkey's actually forced to engage, eventually, because just by the way the races work, Terran can continue to move around the map until he can find every possible location you can make a structure. The only thing Zerg could possibly do would be to try to...
He'd have to engage.
There
would have been an
maybe try to target down the barracks, but I can't imagine that he would have killed it. Plus, there was additional